Here I'm going to show you how to clean the Vitamix pitchers and lids in 3 different sizes with 3 different kinds of foods. So the 8-ounce container, I'm making some chutney here, and it's got quite a lot of oil and spices and turmeric, so it's very greasy and it stains a lot. I remove as much as I can with a wooden spatula under the blades, and then I pump some detergent and add warm water. Close the lid really well, and I blend all of this starting on low and then high for about 30 seconds to maximum a minute. I throw out the soapy water and rinse the 8-ounce container, giving it a gentle wipe with a dishcloth. And it's pretty clean, as you can see. Don't forget to remove the rubber gasket around the base of the container and give that a good rinse. I like to dry my containers so they don't have any water stains on it. Or you can air dry it. And there you have it, a clean 8-ounce container. Now I'll show you with the 20-ounce Vitamix container. Here I've made some Baba Ghanoush. After I remove everything from the sides with a spatula, I scrape out as much as I can, but there's still very little left to the sides and underneath the blades. Again, I add some detergent with warm water, just about quarter to half. And I blend this all, first starting on low and then I increase it to high speed, for about 30 seconds to maximum a minute. That's all you really need. I empty this soapy water into the sink. Give this a good rinse. Don't forget to remove the rubber gasket around the base of the Vitamix container. Wash the front and the back. Give the pitcher a really nice rinse, and if you like, you can either air dry it or you can wipe it with a dish towel so there are no water stains left. Sometimes I'll go in for a second time if I feel there's been a bit of oil residue left over, then I will go in for a second time, add a little more soap and a little more water and run it for about 30 to 60 seconds. I had made Baba Ghanoush, so there was quite a bit of olive oil in this, and so in this case I felt I needed to go in a second time. I just like my containers to be really squeaky clean with no oil residue at all left, because I don't like transfer of foods when I'm ready to make my next dish. So as I said, you can air dry it just how I'm doing, or you can wipe it and it's ready for your next use. Now this is the 64-ounce Vitamix container. Here I'm making a roasted red pepper and tomato sauce. So once I've emptied my sauce, I scrape out as much as I can with a spatula. This is a wide, low-profile container, so it's really easy to scrape out as much as you can. Then again, add some dish detergent, water, and blend all of this on medium to high speed for about 30 to 60 seconds. Give this a good rinse. If you feel that there is some residue or some oil, I feel it's quite clean, then I just either air dry it or I'll go in for a second time. Make sure you remove the gasket around the cover and you're ready to air dry it, or you can also wipe it down with a dishcloth so you don't have any water stains around it. Now you have 3 different foods I've made, and I've shown you how to clean all of the containers. They're all very similar. It's just that you need to make sure you go in twice or thrice if you need to. Don't forget that you also have to keep your Vitamix base clean, the motor. So I just use a non-toxic multi-purpose cleaner and I spray around the base and the dial. I make sure to wipe everything really well. Once a month or so, I use my blender every day. So once a month I wipe underneath it. Once I've put the cord in really well, I'll also make sure that I wipe around the cord. Sometimes sauce or food gets onto the cord. That's it, ready for storage. So I do this almost every time I use the Vitamix blender.